Hey guys, in this video, my friend Natasha telling about hostel days. So let's start by Natasha. Hey, I always like study, but sometimes big happening with me during lived in hostel. My name is Natasha, and what I'm about to tell you happened during my first year studying in London. Even today, I'm not sure whether I survived something paranormal or something much worse. In November 2024, I moved into an old girls' hostel near the outskirts of London. The building was over 100 years old. It had creaking wooden floors, narrow hallways, and tall windows that rattled whenever the wind blew. At first, I thought it was charming. The hostel housed about 30 girls from different countries. My room was 184 on the second floor. My roommate was a quiet girl named Mary-Jan from Russia. She had pale skin, long dark hair, and rarely spoke unless necessary. The first strange thing happened on my third night. I woke up at exactly 2:30 a.m. The room was freezing cold. My breath was visible in the air. I looked toward Mary-Jan's bed. She wasn't there. I assumed she had gone to the bathroom. But then I heard something strange coming from the corridor outside. Footsteps, slow and dragging, like someone walking with bare feet across old wood. Scrape, then step, and again, scrape, then step. The sound stopped right outside our door. I held my breath. Then the door handle slowly began to turn. But the door didn't open. It stopped halfway, as if someone on the other side was testing it. After a few seconds, the handle released. Silence returned. A minute later, Mary-Jan came back into the room. But something felt wrong. Her hair was wet, like she had been standing outside in rain. "Were you in the bathroom?" I asked. She looked confused. "I've been sleeping," she said. I didn't argue. I just assumed I had imagined the whole thing. But the next night, it happened again. 2:30 a.m. Footsteps in the hallway. This time, I quietly got out of bed and opened the door. The corridor was empty. The lights flickered. At the far end of the hallway, near the staircase, I saw someone standing. A girl. Long hair covering her face. Barefoot. She was wearing what looked like an old hostel uniform, something that didn't match the modern clothes students wore. "Mary-Jan?" I called. The girl didn't move. Then she slowly tilted her head. Too far, almost unnatural, and suddenly the hallway lights shut off. Complete darkness. I slammed the door shut and locked it. The next morning, I told the hostel manager about it. She gave a tight smile. "Old buildings make strange noises," she said. But when I mentioned room 184, her expression changed. She didn't say anything else. That evening, curiosity got the better of me. I searched the internet for the hostel's history, and that's when I found it. In 1972, a girl named Elise Perry had lived in this hostel. She was a university student. One night, she disappeared. Her roommate claimed Clara had been sleepwalking. She followed her into the corridor and saw Clara standing near the staircase. Then, Perry slowly walked toward the stairwell and vanished into the darkness. Her body was found the next morning at the bottom of the stairs. Official cause, falling accident. But the roommate said something disturbing. Perry wasn't walking normally. She was following someone. Someone no one else could see. That night, I barely slept. But at 2:30 a.m., the noise came again. Scrape, then step, and again, scrape, then step. This time, it stopped right outside my door. And then, knock. 3 slow knocks. My phone screen lit up on the bedside table. 2:30 a.m. Mary Jan was asleep. Another knock. My heart was pounding so loudly I thought whoever was outside could hear it. Then I heard a whisper. A girl's voice. Soft. Tiredness. Broken. Help me. I couldn't stop myself. I walked to the door. My hand trembled as I unlocked it. When I opened the door, the hallway was empty again, but the lights were flickering violently. And at the end of the corridor, the girl was there again. Her head was tilted unnaturally. Her long hair hung over her face, but this time she slowly raised her hand and pointed directly at me. Then she turned and walked toward the staircase. Something inside me said, "Follow her," so I did. Each step felt heavier than the last. The girl moved silently down the corridor. When she reached the staircase landing, she stopped. Then she slowly turned toward me. Her hair moved aside, and I finally saw her face. Her eyes were completely black. Her skin was pale and cracked like porcelain. Her mouth opened slightly, and she whispered, "You're in my room." Suddenly, the lights went out. I felt something rush past me. Cold air, a violent push. I lost my balance and fell forward. My foot slipped on the edge of the stairs. For a moment, I was certain I was going to fall all the way down. But something grabbed my arm, hard. It pulled me back onto the landing. The lights came back on. Mary Jan was standing there, holding me. "What are you doing?" she shouted. "You almost fell." I looked toward the staircase. The girl was gone. The next morning, I packed my things and moved out of the hostel. I never told the manager what really happened. But before leaving, I checked the room registry from the 1970s, and what I discovered still terrifies me. Clara Bennett's room number was 184, and according to the old records, her roommate's name was Mary Jan, the same name as the girl who saved me. But here's the impossible part. The Hannah from 1972 died in the same accident as Elise. Both of them were found at the bottom of the stairs. Sometimes I still wake up at 2:30 a.m., and when I do, I swear I can hear footsteps in my hallway. Scrape, then step, and again scrape, then step. But I can never disappoint this moment.